This is not a life anyone should have to endure. The conflict has created a massive displacement crisis within Gaza. Nearly 2 million Palestinians, almost the entire population, have been forced from their homes. They seek refuge wherever they can, often in overcrowded and unsanitary conditions. Imagine being forced to flee your home with just the clothes on your back, unsure if you'll ever return. Over 80% of displaced Palestinians are living in makeshift shelters, many in flood-prone areas. These are hardly homes. They offer little protection from the elements, and the lack of sanitation facilities creates a breeding ground for disease. The Al-Mawasi tent city, designated as a humanitarian zone, houses over 1.2 million people. But even here, basic services are severely inadequate. The situation is particularly dire for children. They are the most vulnerable in any crisis, and Gaza is no exception. Many suffer from malnutrition, disease, and psychological trauma. Their education has been disrupted, their futures uncertain. The cycle of poverty and violence continues, trapping generation after generation in a desperate struggle for survival. Gaza is facing a humanitarian catastrophe of epic proportions. The conflict has crippled the economy, destroyed infrastructure, and left the population reeling. The statistics are grim. Over 1.8 million people are experiencing food insecurity, with many facing outright famine. Essential supplies are scarce, and the cost of basic goods has skyrocketed. The healthcare system is on the brink of collapse. Hospitals are overwhelmed, struggling to cope with the influx of casualties and a severe shortage of medical supplies. Many facilities have been damaged or destroyed in the fighting, leaving large swaths of Gaza without access to even basic medical care. The situation is particularly dire for those requiring specialized treatment such as cancer patients and those with chronic illnesses. Adding to the humanitarian crisis is the restriction on aid deliveries. While some aid is getting through, it's nowhere near the scale needed to address the immense need. The UN has described its humanitarian efforts as being at a breaking point, with aid workers facing constant danger and bureaucratic hurdles. The international community must do more to ensure that life-saving assistance reaches those who need it most. The situation in Gaza is dire, but it's not hopeless. We cannot stand idly by while millions suffer. We need to demand better from our leaders, push for a peaceful resolution to the conflict, and hold those responsible for human rights abuses accountable. But most importantly, we need to act. Organizations like the International Rescue Committee are working tirelessly on the ground, providing essential aid, healthcare, and support to those affected by the crisis. They need our help, folks. Every dollar donated, every voice raised can make a difference. We can't bring back the lives lost, but we can help rebuild a future for those who remain. So please, I urge you, don't turn away from the suffering in Gaza. Stay informed, get involved, and donate what you can. The Palestinian people deserve our compassion, our support, and our action. Let's show them that the world hasn't forgotten them.